Matchup number 4. We have Shaved Bush and Feeling a Breeze, Mr. Jeff D. Rose against Michael the Barroom Heroes. Michael's his first week in the league, first time in the league, first matchup of the league, first loss in the league? I don't know. We'll see. D-Rose definitely improved himself during the draft. Top 5 drafter. Could be top 3. I'm not going to, justify that because then, then you get all these complaining whiners and blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, he had a very good draft. He is slated to absolutely crush Michael, 114-92, based on ESPN's projections. But as Jeff, Michael, you don't. I usually don't agree with ESPN's projections. It's actually, I love going against teams that put in a player because ESPN projects them higher, so your projected total is higher. That doesn't work out. Just to let you know, it doesn't work out. It's actually the first chapter of my fantasy football on ESPN for Dummies book. I'm writing it. I think I'm in page number 1 right now. I put the title on it and my name. That's pretty much it at the moment. Yeah, that's about it. When we look at the two teams, we'll start a quarterback like everybody else would. Shea Bush, Drew Brees, Barroom Heroes, Michael Vick. 2 of the top touted quarterbacks you could possibly have in fantasy. Vick can definitely be a hero for your team. He could win it single-handedly for you. Brees the same way, except he does it usually with his arm and only his arm. But they're giving a slight edge to Vic against St. Louis. St. Louis has a great defense. More importantly, a great defensive line. That's how you stop a quick quarterback. Don't give me 20 points for Michael Vick this week. Give me 14. Still a decent week, but not 20. Drew Brees against Green Bay's defense. It's going to be a high-scoring game. A lot of passing. A lot of points. Give me Drew Brees with the edge. Let him have 18. Running backs here for Shea Bush, Hillis, Jarvis Green-Ellis, Sidney Rice in his flex. For Barroom Heroes, Felix Jones, Ryan Matthews, Mark Ingram. We'll see how Mark Ingram, how much in the offense he is. He was getting a lot of goal line carries during preseason. Whether that will continue or not, I don't know. But give me 4 or 5, maybe 5 points for him and his opener in the NFL. Ryan Matthews against Minnesota. Still don't like Ryan Matthews. I'm not going to like him pretty much the whole year unless if somehow he surprises me. And that's probably not going to happen, but going against the Minnesota run defense, that's pretty stout. Give me 6 points for Ryan Matthews. Felix Jones against the Jets. They're going to start trying to throw against the Jets. Felix Jones, I like Felix Jones. He's my favorite running back on your team. But against the Jets, I just don't see a lot happening out of them. Give me 7 points for Felix Jones this week. Now for Shea Bush and Brees, Payne Hillis, not high on him this year, not as low as some people are on him this year. Cincinnati, give me 12 points, 1 score, 60 yards for Payne Hillis. For Jarvis Green-Ellis against Miami, they're going to be crushing them. They're going to crush Miami this week. Jarvis gets a lot more points than people think. Give me 14 for him. And Sidney Rice, Seattle against San Francisco. Who do you have to throw to him? Give me 3 points for Sidney Rice this week. If that. Sorry about it. It's going to happen. And it's not because it's against San Francisco. It's just you have, Jackson. Now they have a little bit more rapport, so that's going to help you out. But give me 3 points. Receivers, Hakeem Nicks, Wes Welker for Shea Bush. Hakeem Nicks, really like him against Washington. Give me 2 scores, a lot of yards. Give me 19 points for Hakeem Nicks. For Wes Welker against Miami, like I previously stated, they're going to crush him. Wes Welker's going to get his, but he's not going to see the end zone, so give me 8 points, 80 yards. Barroom Heroes has Mike Wallace and Miles Austin, 2 burners. It's going to be a bad week for both of them. Unfortunate for you, Mike, you're going against a lot of good defenses this week. I mean, Austin's going against the Jets. Wallace is going against Baltimore. Let's just say combined, they're going to get 13 points. Combined. All right? If I'm wrong, whatever. But I'm probably right. And you probably know this. But there's going to be better weeks for you, especially with those two. Just this week, you drew bad matchups on defense. Tight end wise, you got Dallas Clark with Shea Bush. Dallas Clark's going to get his. I'm really interested in seeing how many points he puts up without Peyton Manning throwing to him. I'm going to say 9 points. It could be a lot more. It could be a lot less. Like I said, no one here has seen the offense in the regular season without Peyton Manning in how many years. So I'm kind of taking a flyer on this, 8 or 9, just because Dallas Clark is still one of the top tight ends in the whole league. On the other side, Barroom Heroes has Dustin Keller. Dustin Keller's looked at a lot by Sanchez, but he kind of forgets about him in the end zone later last year. So actually, give me only 4 points for 40 yards for Dustin Keller this week. We'll see how it progresses with Keller. He always has some really great weeks. He gets looked at a lot, but Santonio Holmes is still his main red zone target, and that's what fantasy is about, especially for tight ends who aren't getting 40 yards down the field all the time. Defense, Bears against Atlanta. Bears are going to be hovering under 5 points. Eagles against St. Louis. I actually see a pretty decent week. 12 points for the Eagles. I would actually take a flyer if I was Mike. I know this sounds a little crazy, maybe a little bit nuts, and maybe take out Mark Ingram this week. Put in Marshawn Lynch. It's week 1. We don't know Mark Ingram's involvement in the offense yet. Especially, we don't even think he's the number 1 back yet. Marshawn Lynch, we know, is the number 1 back. Frisco's run defense is top of the league, but you know he's the number 1 back. He gets the goal line carries. They're going to be running a lot, especially with Jackson at quarterback. I would take a switch, throw Marshawn Lynch in there, and I actually would take Johnny Knox and put him instead of Mike Wallace this week. Little crazy, I know, but sometimes you got to play a little bit more matchup game, and Cutler likes to sling it, and Johnny Knox is a speedster too. I might be playing Johnny Knox this week. Prediction-wise, as the roster stand right now, I got to go with Shea Bush, and I got a feeling he's going to be the bitch slapper this week on Mike, the welcome to the league. I'm going to say 100 points solid for Shea Bush, and I'm going to say 71 for Barroom Heroes this week. Sorry, Mike. Bad matchups. We'll see you on another week. Hopefully it's better. 0-1's not that bad. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. Welcome to the league, buddy.